in listen only mode.
Hi guys, welcome to this week's webinar. Glad to see you all here. Just give me a big yes if you can hear me okay. Just going to make sure that you can hear me, and I'm going to start.
Just make sure people can hear me as well. Can you give us a yes if you can hear me?
Yeah, and let me know you can see my screen okay and everything.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay, cool. That's good. Right. In this week's webinar, what we're going to do is we're going to cover the resellers, because over the last 2 weeks we've had a lot of people come back with support issues and questions and lots of things to do with resellers. So we're just going to kind of try and put everything to bed and help you out as best we can with resellers. So we're going to record this so everybody else who's got any reseller problems, or not problems, but questions, can watch this webinar and, I'll hopefully get them solved. So before I start going into resellers, is that okay by everybody if I cover the resellers this week? If anybody had any specific questions regarding the actual Pixel art, I can answer them before I start talking about resellers.
Yeah, and if there is any other questions that people come up with during the next hour or so, then if you drop them in, I'll try and pick them up and I'll do another Q&A answer sheet afterwards. But we just want to really focus on the resellers if we can. There's one question coming quickly.
Yep.
Is there any way to bold some words in a sentence?
No.
The way you'd need to do that is you'd have to do a separate separate text. If you did it in a separate text, you can bold everything that's in that and then create the sentence that way. That's the best way to do it, I think.
It's got to be done in two separates. We are going to be adding some more different like text elements in there, so you're going to be able to do that to different words like you can do in some text editors. So, but that is going to be coming. And one thing I did want to show people before I do start talking about resellers, a couple of people have been asking about the resolution of the screen. If you're using this on a really small screen, you can, this area was getting squashed up. Now what we've done is we're actually adding in a complete new UI. You'll see all this new UI change over the next couple of weeks. But to help while that was done, what we've done is we've added this little, if you can see it down here, it's like a little icon. You can open and close this window. So it gives you much more space to work with. And, it gives a bigger canvas area as well. Now, also, a lot of people have been asking about opening links in new windows. Now, what we've done is we've actually added that here, you can see. So you can actually open the URLs in a new window, which wasn't possible before. They had to open in the same window. Now here we've added a visual grid. This is just literally gone in. I haven't tested it myself, so you're actually the first people to see this. So you can actually see when you click on the visual aid, you have a grid that you can much easier line up elements so they're more aligned to each other. So that's a couple of features that's gone in. You've got the close and open of the animation window down there. You've got opening a new window for the link URLs and the visual aid for the grid, for the canvas area. We've got a few more stuff coming for next week as well. But like I said, the main I think they're working over the next few days is this UI. This UI is going to be completely changed. So that's what's coming over the last few days. If you haven't noticed those, that's what they do. Now, just make sure there's no more questions before.
I'm answering a couple of the questions, Richard. So if you go into this, I'll answer the questions. Then we have a stop, maybe 20 minutes in. We can have a look at what's left. Okay.
Somebody's asking me to cover ClickSit reseller as well. I can't actually do that. It's not really part of this webinar. It's another product of ours. Is that so? It won't be fair to everybody else who are actually on this webinar. If they've got any questions regarding Clicks Reseller, just, please open a support ticket. Right, okay. Right. So I'll start with Clicks Reseller. Now, I've got a lot of questions asking about pricing. Now, as you can see from the resellers page, we've set a pricing that we're recommending. This is not by any means set in stone. We're not going to kick you off resellers if you sell for $16 a month rather than $17. But we don't want people, devaluing the software and giving it away for $7 or anything like that. So what we're doing is we're giving kind of recommendations for the monthly fee, for the lifetime fee, and for the yearly fee. The monthly fee we recommend between 17 to 27. The yearly fee we recommend between 97 to 147, and the lifetime we recommend a minimum of 247. Now it will sell at that price. We've tested it, and it does actually sell at that price. So it's try not, you don't want to be undercutting each reseller. So that's why we're trying to keep these prices, kind of recommended at that. Now, a lot of people have asked about that enhanced resellers price. Now, what we're doing is we're setting that between 47 to 67. So as we found when we sold this, it sold very, very well at that. It sold at over 70% of the people took the enhanced version at $47 to $67. So what we're suggesting is keep it at that price, and you will, get the best return on that upsell. Now, a lot of people have asked, do I have to sell at a monthly price? And no, you don't have to do it all. You can just have a 97 per year and a 247 lifetime there. We're not saying that you have to have 3 buttons on there. It's just that a 3-button front end works better than just a single button front end, because sometimes it pushes people to the lifetime option. And obviously you're going to get a better return on your traffic. One thing I have added today is the edited video for the front end. So that mentions nothing about the launch. It's a complete brand new video for Pixel that's just a normal video, not a launch video. So that's been added in there. And another thing people have been asking about is that they're unsure about HTML. Now, the pages, when we download them, come down in HTML. Now, they're very, very easy to edit. There's tons and tons of different free editors online. All you need to do is come across to Google, type in free HTML editor, and you'll find one straight away. You've got Coffee Cup, Page Breeder. There's an online one there. There's tons and tons of different ones. And as I said, this is free as well. 75-80% are of them free. All you need to do is download one and start editing the HTML file. Now, what we're suggesting to make the most from the resellers pack. Now, this is what I do, because we buy reseller licenses as well for different products to put in our funnels and our backends. Now, what we do is we make it unique to us. We don't just take the sales page that the reseller gives us and put that up. It's much, much better to take the reseller page, take the copy, change it around a little bit, change some colors, all that kind of stuff. Just make it a little bit unique to yourself. And don't claim anything's inside that's not there, obviously, but, just make it a little bit different, just so you stand out from the crowd. And that's what we do. That's the way we get the best results with, reseller packages. So, and then all you need to do is grab your unique code that's here, which I showed you the other week. Don't want to go through that again, and add that to your thank you page, and you're done. It's very, very, very simple to set up. And, if you follow the videos I've set here, it can take probably 30 minutes to set up from beginning to end. But as I said, it is much, much better to open to add a brand new page and to edit it, make it look different from ours, from everybody else's. Another thing a lot of people have been asking about is JVZoo. Now, a lot of people have said why they can't sell on JVZoo, and it's not that we can't say, we can't exclude you from selling on JVZoo, but we're asking you not to do, because what we found is it confuses customers. If we've got 20 resellers and our own brand, people are getting confused between our product and your products, your reseller pages, etc. But like I said, we're not going to stop people selling on there. You can, if you want to do, you can do. The only thing I would say is, because we're resellers of the product and not resellers, owners of the product, we're higher up in the search rankings. We're going to get the traffic, so it's you're competing with us, and it's going to be much harder to compete. So that's really a bit about it for resellers. But what I want is that if anybody's on here now has got some reseller questions, I'd love to answer them, because I'm getting tons and tons in support. So.
Okay, Richard, while we're just waiting for people there, there's a couple of other questions. William asking can he add JavaScript in Pixel?
No, at the moment, no, that's not possible.
No.
It's not possible to add into a HTML embed. No.
Okay, cool. And also, Vance is asking, is there a timescale on the GIF export? Is it fixed?
As soon as the UI is done, like I said, that's a work in progress now. We don't want to put the GIF in until the UI is in there, because it uses the encoding on the back end. So we don't want to do all the UI fix and put the GIF in first before all the UI is in to find problems. So what we're going to do is put the UI in, and the next thing after the UI is the GIF. That'll be set back up. So okay. I would say probably 7 to 10 days.
Thank you. And then also we've got Kathy's asking, does the 147 per year and the 247 lifetime include the extra commercial features? What does it include?
Right. No, the price that we're selling for, the 97 to 147 or 247, only includes the front end offer. It includes, because the people who bought the commercial license, the commercial license is not actually for resale. It's only possible to resell Pixels on the front end and Pixel enhanced. Now, the Pixel front end only includes what was actually sold with the Pixel front end on launch, so it only includes those features. It's not actually possible to sell a commercial license.
Okay, and then William is asking, does the OTO thank you page use our same access code?
Yeah, it does. You need to put the same access code onto the thank you page, and that'll make sure everything's tracked for your front end buyers and your upsell buyers. They're going to be the same buyers, so it doesn't really matter, but they're going to be tracked. So you're going to be able to see who's upgraded, etc.
Okay, cool. If it's possible, I don't know if it's possible, I don't know if you can do it or not, but I had a couple of people who were asking me, they were confused as to what the files were they had to do. But I think you made a video showing them what to do step by step anyway, haven't you?
Sorry, which files?
For the resellers.
All right, yeah. Okay. I can re-show you, that's not a problem, right?
Yeah, sorry, this isn't a question on here, it's something that somebody emailed me direct with.
All right, yeah. Well, first of all, we've got a sales page, files. All you need to do is click there, it'll download them directly. So if you come across to wherever it's downloaded them, click on them. So that there is your reseller page. Now, when you upload your reseller page, you must upload your images, because those images are tied in here. Otherwise, it won't work. The page won't work. Now, what I was talking about before is this page. You can edit this page as much as you want. You can maybe, if you wanted to take these tutorials out, you can. And everything else, the colors, the background images, all this is fully editable, and you can all be changed by yourself, like to make it look, unique to yourself. And the bonus for campaign manager is still in there. And this is where you put your sales buttons. Excuse me. I'm going to sneeze. Yeah. So here you'd put your 3 buttons in. Now, depending obviously what like JVZoo, Warrior Plus, PayPal, whatever you're using, you'd need to make some kind of like table here to split it into three, and then drop your three buttons in. But like that can be quite easily done in your free HTML editor. All you need to do is create a template, a table, drop it in here, and drop your buttons in. Same again here. Everything else is set. I mean, like the terms and conditions, all this kind of stuff needs to stay in place because these are our terms and conditions, and they refer directly to Pixel and obviously your support, etc. And we've got the thank you page. So if you download your thank you page, again, this is your thank you page. All you need to do is create your unlock code here. Just click here and it'll give you your unique unlock code. I'm not going to do it because obviously I've already got one. And then what you need to do is edit this again in your free HTML editor, put your unlock code there. Then when anybody comes across to purchase Pixel, all they need to do is put in their name, email, and put in your access code there and sign up. Now this page obviously goes behind, for example, in JVZoo, it goes on the thank you page, Warrior Plus on the thank you page. In PayPal, it goes on the thank you page directly after the button. That's all you need to do with that. It's so simple to set up. Come back to Pixel, and you've got your graphics files, that's just your images and things like that. You've got your video files. Now these are the launch video files, but I've added the edited ones in. These are non-launch, so don't mention anything about, limited time or anything like that. They're just the normal video files. Then here we've got the enhanced files, which are just the same ones as these, but just for the enhanced user. Does that cover that?
Yes, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just going through some others. Sorry, I was just answering questions. Denise says, are you going to create another front-end reseller page because of the mentioning of the commercial license? I cannot recreate the three options.
Sorry, what? Oh no, that mention of commercial license is not the. You see, right? Just let me pause this. Right down on. I think the person is talking about this one down here. I don't see where that is. I don't see a mention of the commercial license.
Okay. Denise, if you'd just like to clarify which part you're talking about, that'd be great.
No, I don't see a commercial license. The commercial license is this is two kind of it's not really commercial license, but we had a commercial upsell. So there's kind of a difference because there was two parts to the back end funnel, which one was a commercial upsell. I don't actually see where it says anything about commercial license. I may have missed it, it may be in, but I can't see it. What are we saying about create three buttons?
Are you going to create another front-end reseller page because of the mentioning of the commercial license? And then she goes on to say, I cannot recreate the three options.
The three options, three buttons, they need to be built in like a table because it all depends on. It's no good for us to leave our JVZoo ones in there because obviously they're not, they're not specific to us. There's no point in us leaving that there. What you need to do is obviously go into like a free HTML editor, create a table, and just drop the buttons in.
Yeah.
I mean, what we can do is I'll create a. You're quite good with HTML, aren't you, Paul?
Yeah, I could do it. I can do it for them. It's not a problem. What I'll do, I'll create like a dummy table in there with with
Yeah,
the spaces for the three options to be dropped into it.
then they can just drop the buttons into it and just put it over where
Yeah,
sales buttons goes. So, yeah, that'd be good.
yeah, I'll do that, Denise. Yeah, we'll do that.
And if you give it to me, then I can put it on resellers page so people can use it. That'd be cool.
Yeah, no problem. We'll do that tomorrow.
I just noticed that Jonathan said here, guys, recommending not to sell on JVs. It's not that we're not recommending, it's just that obviously, we've already sold this on there. If you want to use JVs.
Yeah, I answered him privately
right.
about that one, Richard.
Right.
I explained to him that, I mean, it's not that it's for his own good, really. I mean, as we've said, we sold millions of dollars over the years, haven't you, on software? So you're always going to outrank anybody that tries to sell on there. So they won't actually get anywhere on the rankings, and then it would cause confusion for people if they did buy from somebody else as well. But it would be beneficial to other people to use a different platform, basically. I mean, there's nothing stopping them using JVC, but they'll probably suffer if they do that.
Yeah, but like I said, we're not going to stop. We know we're not going to put any rules in place like for that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it, but we wouldn't recommend it. Jerry's asking what the cost to be reseller. I'm not quite sure what you mean there, Jerry. If you want to just clarify that question, please.
If you purchased Pixel, it was part of the bonus on the front end. So if you purchase Pixel, you're already a reseller, so it don't cost anything.
Yeah, we gave that to everybody. There's no cost to it, if that's what you meant.
Yeah, it's included, yeah.
Vance is saying the animated GIF export was stated to be working by now, which, yeah, we said it approximately. We try to, Vance, but we have to prioritise what is more important, and that is being worked on, but it's out of our hands, so it will be done, but unfortunately it's just not ready yet.
Yeah, it's actually done at this moment in time. It's working. It's just that the UI, like I said, I mean, they've dropped all these into UI, these new features, but this whole new UI section is being redone. So how the GIF works, it kind of it's almost like a movie format, so it encodes on back end. So for us to be this is on the developer's recommendation, not mine. So he said it would be much better to get all this completed before putting that in, because we don't want to put it in now and find out it doesn't work with new UI. So we need to drop the new UI in and make that work with the new UI. Because obviously,
okay. I hope that explains why it's not come, Vance. Jerry's asking, does Twitter work with HTML5?
It does in some formats. It just depends how you're posting it. I'm not a big Twitter expert, or I've never, I don't claim to be. So you'd have to do some testing.
All I would recommend there, Jerry, I mean, is what we've done with anything. We just, again, I don't use Twitter either. So if you just test it, is what I would recommend.
Yeah,
just test the different HTML5 banners. Some of the HTML5 might work, and some of it might not. You just need to whittle down to what is actually usable and what you can make the best use from. Jonathan is asking, does the reseller sales page have the new video?
No, the new video is here. They need to obviously put it onto whatever video platform they're using and swap out the old video for the new video. It's already done in an MP4 format for them just to upload if they want to upload it to YouTube or wherever they wish.
Yeah, and then link to that from there.
Yeah.
Okay, and William is asking, if they ask for a refund, how do we remove them from accessing the platform? Appears they can set up another access with the same code even after being removed.
No, because that is correct. But this again goes back to the UI. We need to get the UI finished first. But we have a reseller's backend in place. So what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to generate new codes if you wanted to, say, for example, every week or you can do one every day if you want, but can't at the moment. But so you'd be able to go in, make your own code, update your code every week if you wished, and you'd be able to delete and add or whatever you want to your resellers on the back end. So you could, if for example, if you saw somebody create a membership, after the day after you'd refunded them, you could go in and instant delete them because you'll have that access to be able to do that on the back end. While the UI is being put in and the back end resellers getting ready, there's no way to do that without just emailing support and just asking, for us to do it, and we'll take care of it.
Yeah. Okay. If there's any other questions people have got on the resellers, that'd be great, because we have been getting quite a lot on the support. And it'd be good to try and fend off as much as that today if we possibly could.
What I will do as well, as soon as this video has finished, as soon as we've finished on here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to download this new video and I'll actually put it onto this sales page. I'll remove the old video altogether and I'll put that new video in so you've got it into places. So you've got it on the sales page and you've got it on the video as well. I'll just make a note to do that. By the time it adds and encodes, it'll probably be done by tomorrow morning.
Okay, cool. Will all the webinars be available as replays? It says Hans. Yes, Hans, we're already dropping them in. If you're going to just show on your screen where they go, Richard, then people can see where to pick them up from.
So if you come to resources,
we get a lot of questions on this.
If you drop down, you'll see drop down. I've got a lot of dropping tutorials in like weekly. There we go. Pixel webinars. You scroll down to Pixel webinars, you'll see last week's, the week before's, and you can download it directly to your hard drive. We've also got the question and answer there, what Paul did. Yeah,
so each week what I've been doing, because usually there's quite too many questions for me to keep up with, so what I've been doing is answering them after the webinar's finished. I've been making a PDF document which lists everybody else's questions and our answers that we give to them, so hopefully they will help a little bit as well. Okay, Jonathan's saying, how are you guys going to help us with the resellers drive traffic? We are planning to do a webinar that's basically based on marketing and how we recommend to do it. But I mean, we're not actually physically going to help you do it, but we'll give you guidance on.
No, we're not actually going to drive traffic. We're going to give you a full rundown on how we drive traffic, from Facebook ads to retargeting to solo ads. Media buys, all that.
There's lots of different platforms out there which you can use to get traffic. It's just understanding the best way to utilise them. So 1 week coming up pretty soon, I would have thought, Richard, we could probably do this in the next couple of weeks, couldn't we?
Yeah. Well, we've got some planned for
next week. At the moment, guys, it's just we're just trying to we're looking at what are the most common questions that are coming in, and we're trying to just fend off more important the volume ones first, really. So as soon as we've got a spare week, we'll probably do a webinar where we do about the marketing side of it and help you out with that and give you some advice.
Not next week, but week after we could do that. We could do like a full marketing webinar, maybe regarding Facebook,
I'll be up for that.
And all that kind of stuff, and how to drive traffic.
Yeah, cool. Just a couple more. Richard Miner says, you have videos for all this in the member area. There's a lot of videos in the members area, Richard, yeah. All this that you can see on the screen now. So we've got tutorial videos, we've got the previous webinars are in there. There's a lot in them. If people go into resources and have a look, there's quite a few hours worth of information in there now. It's building up. And we do post to this area quite a lot. It's a good place to go, to be quite honest, guys. We're quite often dropping things in here for you. So it's a good place to keep checking. Hi, Kat. I'm glad your alarm was. Your alarm didn't go off. That's why you're late. Okay.
Okay. So, any more questions?
Good, Richard. You happy with that? Yeah, we're here now just to fend off some more questions. Anything about the resellers would be great. Hi, Kat. So about the reseller, how do they know the access code is me? Because I can see. I can regenerate codes.
Yeah, then if you regenerate codes and as we said on the resellers here, it only has to be done once. You can't, if you keep regenerating, you've got to use the same code. If you use multiple codes, then we won't be able to tag that to you. You've got to use the same unique code all the time. So if you just keep regenerating codes and codes and codes, it's not going to work for you. You must generate one code and use that code until the back end section is in.
Yeah, we'll be having a new back end section with the new UI, which is coming very soon. So once that happens, it will sort out this problem, Kat. Okay. Anton says, I'm getting killed trying to place live links on my Pixels. I'm not 100% what you mean by that, Anton. Right. You also said, is this webinar only about reselling? It was about reselling, but we're still opening it up to other questions, and if we can answer them, we will.
Right. I think I've been dealing with Anton in support, so I'll kind of try and help him now a little bit because I'm not sure. Right. Just let me...
Okay.
Let me just log in here, and I'm gonna show up. Let me.
Just while you go in there, Richard, a question here from Nick: is there any plan to make this platform work on mobile browsers? It doesn't work very well on an iPad, for example. I think you outlined this last week about Banner Snack, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, there's no way that HTML5 is responsive. Like I said, I mean, our nearest competitor has 2 million users and they can't make it work. They've got millions and millions of dollars worth of income a year, and it's not physically possible at the moment to be able to do. See, this technology is so new what it uses, but I mean, our dev is working like all the time on it, and he thinks it is possible, but it will be doable, just not now.
We think we will be able to do it, but we haven't got a solution yet. But like Richard said there, a company with millions and millions and millions of dollars behind them and millions of users can't do it either. So we're hoping to beat them to do it, which would be cool if we can.
Yeah. I just quickly go back to Anton, right? I don't know if you can see my page, Anton.
Yeah, he said yes, that is him.
Right, and this is the banner that you gave me. Now,
yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, right. The code that you gave me, I added to my site. It's just a normal WordPress site, and if you can see, when I come across it, click on it, it does open this window. So I'm not sure why, you kind of can't see that clicking. So the only thing I'm thinking is if you're adding it into somewhere that's some kind of, I don't know, I'm not sure, some kind of code that's stopping you, having this click, but they're 100% clickable and working. Can he see what, because I tried to explain on support that I'd added it,
Sorry, Rich, I had my thing on mute because I'm typing quite a lot of.
All right, I added it into the site, and.
So Anton said yes, I can, yes. Wow, that's strange, is what he says.
But what if he tells me, if he can give me the site he's trying to add it to, I can look at the backend code. I can get the dev to look at the backend code. Something on his site that's stopping. This is just an embed, so it should work on any site that it's embedded into. So something on this site that's stopping that opening the new window. Well, not the new window.
Anton, could you just send the details of your site through to the support, please, and we'll get someone to take a look at it for you.
Because as you can see, it's working there. Sorry, what were you saying, Paul?
I'm just going to go. There's just a lot of questions coming in now. They've just started coming in thick and fast again.
All right, then. So just fire them across and.
Okay, Kat says she's late to this, so maybe you cover this. I'm not wanting to use multiple codes, but how will you know it's actually me? Sorry.
Because to get into Pixel, you need to log in via your email account, and it's all remembered in the back end of DAP. Okay. To get to that page, you have to log in first. You must be logged.
Sean's asking. Sorry.
No, you must be logged into Pixel to be able to get to that page. So it recognises you for
that. Sean's asking, will there be a replay? Yes, there's replays in the members area, Sean. Every week we put a replay in there. Derek is saying, I run into conflicts with other plugins all the time. You might want to try deactivate his other plugins one at a time to see if that's what it is. Thanks for that, Derek. It's something, Anton could look at that. Anton's actually provided us with the page now.
Okay, I mean, be better to do that on support really than on live because obviously it's not fair to everybody else.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, we'll deal with that on support, Anton. If you can please just send that through as a support ticket, please. Thank you.
Yeah, because I already got one open. If you just
I'll drop it in for him. It's all right, I've got it. I can drop it in. Okay, so Denise says both of the thank you pages look the same. So if the customer doesn't purchase the upsell, how do you know they did or not buy the upsell?
say again. Sorry.
Both of the thank you pages looks the same. So if the customer doesn't purchase the upsell, how do you know they did or not buy the upsell?
Because it's tracked through DAP on back end, I don't think how it works, but there's code on back end that knows the difference between the front end thank you and the back end thank you. It looks exactly the same on outside, but it is different. It sends you to a different place on back end.
Thanks for your comment there, Kat. Just put a nice comment in there, which you'll see later, Richard. But thanks for that. I appreciate that. Anton. Okay, yeah, he's gonna do it that way then.
Yep.
And he sent support via email. Thanks.
Right.
That's great. Okay, I think I've actually caught up with all the questions now. So if anyone else has any more, especially if anyone's got anything, because I know there's a few people just been joining quite late. Actually, I've just noticed the numbers going up quite high now. So if there's any of the people who've just joined who've got any questions about the resellers, that'd be great. It'd be a great time to sort of address these today if we can.
Yeah, that's it. So I just wanted to kind of get everything done for resellers, so because we've got a lot of support requests coming in. So if anybody does have anything, that would be good.
Thanks, William. Another nice comment there. Thank you.
Nope.
No, there's nobody's asking anything about resellers. That's strange because every week we've had lots of questions about resellers, and today we're not getting any. It's bizarre. Maybe we've answered them.
Yeah, I mean, some people. I was having a conversation with somebody today about version 2, and they were asking, obviously, will we be able to sell version 2 as well? Now, when I say version 2, we're not going to actually launch a brand new version of Pixel. It'll just be an upgraded version of Pixel. So anybody who's actively selling version 1, and have got members in there or anything like that, will, obviously be grandfathered across to sell the other version. Because obviously we can't take your members from you that you've already sold, but we probably won't offer a reseller version for version 2. It'll just be only the people who are actively selling version 1, get to actually sell version 2.
Okay. Sean, the couple of questions that were asked before you came on, you'll be able to watch the replay, to be quite honest with you, but I think that's probably the best bet. And if there's still something that you want to ask, fire ahead and ask it. And if we've already answered it, we don't mind doing it again. But if you have any questions at all on resellers, even if you've missed what was done earlier, we don't mind answering it again. Denise says, is the campaign manager for life included?
Yes, it is on front end. So when you sell that yourself, I mean, it's included as part of Pixel, but the selling point is obviously offer it as a bonus, and it gives an incentive for the buyer to actually, buy.
Yeah,
yeah,
we were going to have that as a separate part, but we've actually bolted it onto it now. So the fact is, you can actually say it's an extra part because that's what it was. So you can actually say it's a bonus that you're throwing in there. It'll give people incentive to buy it. But we've actually bolted it on now, so it does come with it. Sean's asking, when does version 2 come out? I mean, at the moment, it's going to be next year. It won't be any time this year. Probably we're looking at possibly maybe February. We're not 100% sure yet.
It depends on lots of factors, like
yeah, there's a lot of factors based on that. But we're looking. That's where we're between me and Richard now. When we've spoken about, we're aiming to get that out in February next year, around that time.
Yeah.
Wendy's saying, will we get an automatic upgrade for version 2? I mean, the only thing we can say at the moment, Wendy, is you won't be getting charged the full fee for it. What we might need to do, we might need to charge a very small minimal fee for like just to cover the admin and stuff for migrating and upgrading you, because obviously we have to bring staff in to do that. It's a big job, so there might be a minimal fee for the current users, but you won't be getting charged to get the upgrade, like the full charge anyway. Ivan is saying, is this live? Yes, it is, Ivan. What's the minimum requirement to qualify for V2? Sean, if you're talking about getting a minimal cost for an upgrade,
no,
anybody who bought.
I think he means resellers. I'm not sure, but I think he means.
Oh, okay, sorry.
We're talking about resellers, to be migrated across. See, what I meant was like this kind of version 1 was the reseller section. We didn't actually think we'd have as many people uptake as on the actual reseller. We thought, it'd be minimal, but it's been a lot more than what I expected. So when we get to version 2, we definitely won't be offering a reseller's package for that. It'll just be just a Pixel app that's sold, and that's version 2 will become the normal Pixel then. So anybody who has any customers, even if you just sold one customer, you automatically be moved across to version 2 to resell. If you haven't sold any customers when version 2 gets released, then you won't get the chance to resell version 2.
Yeah.
If that answers your question.
Okay, and Daryl is asking, do you have a website promoting all the software packages you have created? The ones that are still available, the best way I would say that they're all available in JVZoo still, the ones that are still out there, but we close quite a few of them down afterwards and then redo them sort of later on. So at the moment, JVZoo is probably the best place to look for anything we've done, isn't it, Richard?
Yeah. I mean, we are talking of resellers. We are actually. It's probably just if people are interested in reseller packages, etc. We've just got one of our best-selling apps that we sold like 7,000 copies. Completely revamped it, put a load of new features in, and actually made it a total white seller software as an app, software app. Actually, take it, download it, upload it, and use build a software as a service. That's coming out in August. That's going to be a pretty good thing, and we're going to offer it to everybody who purchased Pixel and those other products first before it actually gets launched. So you get a big desk.
We're going to offer that. It's a white label software, a SaaS that you can take and brand as your own, and we're going to offer that to any of the Pixel buyers will actually get a discount before everybody else on that as well.
They'll actually get a full head start as well on it, before it actually gets launched.
So William is saying he noticed the OTO is a monthly fee. Can we sell it as a one-off fee?
The OTO is not a monthly fee. The commercial license was a monthly fee, but not the enhanced version. That was $57. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was one-off fee. So, but the OTO that you sell for your resellers, that is just a one-off fee.
Okay, I'm going through a few of the questions here, which I think we've already answered, but Derek is saying, so when does version 2 release? Like we said, we haven't got a date set for it yet. There's too many factors involved, but we're looking at early 2017 for version 2. Even says, so the current resellers get a chance to resell version 2, which is what Richard's just been through that, explaining that if people do sell this version, then they will get a chance to resell the version 2.
They will be migrated across, grandfathered across, but there won't be a reseller's license for version 2. We won't be offering that. So if you want to have the ability to sell version 2 when it gets released next year, you need to make sure you've got at least one member in. Because we don't want to take anybody's customers. We want those customers to be yours. So, when we release version 2, we, feel it's only fair that we should give the people who've sent any customers the chance to move with us to version 2.
Okay, so Sean is asking, will Pixel ever support white label?
No.
Good question.
No.
But no, it's just physically, it's too difficult for us to do that.
So but there's the software that on the back end is, it takes like a full dedicated server to run, and it's constant upgrade. You just wouldn't be physical. Possibly, it wouldn't be possible to offer a white label service with it.
Okay. Jonathan is saying, how long will it take to upgrade the backend so we don't need to generate the unique code?
I don't know, because as I said, it's kind of like priority. So like the priority at the moment is the UI. See, I mean, our priority has to be to the Pixel app, to make sure people can use it to, as best as they can. So we need this UI updating first. And then obviously they've got the GIF export coming and a couple of other things. So it's not going to be for probably another 3 weeks before that's in there and running. And it needs fully testing before we put it out to you, because we don't want to give it to you untested. We want to make sure that's 100% working before we actually kind of let it loose, type of thing. So 3 to 4 weeks.
So Lendy's asking, which of the programs can I place on a monthly fee, or can I use place any of it on a monthly fee?
You can use
it. Can I just...
Yeah, I mean, you can, if you wanted to do enhanced as a monthly fee. There's nothing stopping you. You can sell enhanced for $17 a month if you wish. That's fine.
I mean, we actually were going to do that. We were going to sell it as a monthly anyway.
It's going to be sold as a monthly fee. So I mean, but we didn't want to put that restriction in place that you can't sell it for a one-off fee when we'd already done that. So yeah, that's fine to do that.
That's fine. Thanks, Daryl. He said, great logo.
All right. Is there any more questions we've got?
I think I've offended most of them. There's a couple of people I'm going to respond to privately.
Right.
Ask questions. But most of the ones that are generic. Sean is saying, what are the set prices as below? Do you mean what's on that page there? Yeah, I think Sean came on a little bit late, Richard. I'll just let you know. He was one of the ones that joined us a little bit late, so he didn't know what had been asked earlier.
Quite a few have, haven't they? Yeah. Right, these prices, they're not set in stone. We're just giving you our guidance because it does sell for that price. So, I mean, we don't want it sold. We've got another app called ClickSit, and I mean, I found a reseller was actually giving like a lifetime access to that for something like $1. I think $1.99. I think it was. So I mean, that obviously devalues that application for everybody else who's reselling it and themselves as well. And obviously, we're putting a lot of money, we're investing a lot of money into Pixel. We don't want people giving it away for kind of a lot less than it's worth. Obviously, it affects your businesses as well as ours. So what we've kind of done is we kind of give you a guide of the prices that we'd like it to be sold for. And that's $17 to $27. I mean, you can sell it for more than that. You can sell it for $37 a month. We're not saying that you can't do that. We're just saying that it sells best in those price ranges at the moment. Then 97 to 147 per year is kind of a sweet spot, and 247 lifetime. Now, what I always do and what we do every time we push any traffic to any page is we split test. We split test different prices. We split test different logos, different sales copy. Everything we do is split tested. So what I'd suggest is, split testing the payments. Try one page with just $27 a month on no other buttons, and try another page with 97 for the year and 297 lifetime. Split your traffic down between them, see which converts best. We're not saying any price is set in stone. They are just guides, that's all.
Yeah, this is just from our own testing that we came to realise that the people that we were getting looking at it, these were the prices that were best for us. So you just need to test your own sort of audience, is what we sort of saying here.
But like we said, I mean, if we did find a reseller giving the front end away for, like, say, $27 lifetime, we would close that reseller down just because it devalues the app for everybody else.
Yeah. Okay. couple of questions here which you should be able to answer quickly. Wendy's saying, I didn't download Campaign Manager when I first got it. How can I access it now? Like we were saying before, it's actually bolted on now, Wendy, so Richard will show you what the Campaign Manager is.
This is the Campaign Manager. So if you come across to all graphics, we really need to change this actually, I think, inside the application, because this is actually the Campaign Manager. So
in fact, I'm making a note of that now. We'll get the wording changed on that.
Yeah. So what you've actually got in Campaign in all graphics is the ability to, like, for example, let me just show you how that works. I'll just add a quick button in. So if I publish this banner now, if you created your banner and you want to publish it, you publish it. So I give it as test publish. Just give it any name. When I save it, it goes into unassociated banners. You can see it there. So that means it's a banner that's not associated with the Campaign Manager. Now at this point, you can still download the JPEGs, PNGs, and HTML5 slides, and you will. The next one here is the GIF. That will be due, like I said, during the next. As soon as the UI is done, you'll see the GIF download there. Then after that, you'll actually see the ability to be able to download MP4s. So you can use that there. You can edit the banner, you can delete it. But if you see here, it says at the end, select campaign. So what you need to do is to drop that into the Campaign Manager is create a campaign. So let's create the campaign, test, publish, create it. Then we go back to that banner, this test publish. If we select campaign, you'll see the campaigns here. So it's test publish, or lots of different ones here. If I hit save, you'll see the banner's now disappeared from the unassociated banner. And if I go down to test publish, sorry. Oops. And what did drop down? Oh, no, I've dropped it in the wrong one, haven't I? Sorry. Have I? I've dropped it in a different wrong campaign. Oh, test banner here. Is this it? Yeah, sorry. There we go. So in this one, what you've got is you've got your download. Again, you can edit, you can clone it. But the Campaign Manager is this section here. It's right at the end. It's like the little edit button. So if you've got multiple, in fact, I'll show you where I've got multiple banners in there. It would be easier. We'll go to this one. So if I've got 4 banners in here, 2 are switched on, 2 are switched off. So if I go to this little edit button at the end, I've got 4 banners. I've got 50% going to the 2 that are switched on. Now, as soon as I switch the others on, I can send more traffic to those if I wish. So, for example, let's go back. I'll switch on those banners. So I've got 4 banners. If I go to edit, you can see it's switched those to 25% each. So, for example, if I want to say, I thought this banner made it best, I could send it to 30%. This is not as good, 20%. This 25% and that 25%. So what it'll do, it'll send. Can you just turn your keyboard off, mate? Sorry, mate. Can you? It will send 30% of the traffic here, 20% here, 25% here, and 25% here. You can add a conversion URL in here. So what that does is that is a conversion URL that you want to specify. So that could be a thank you page, it could be a sales page, it could be a members page, whatever you want. So it can track that page. Then you've also got the conversion code. Now the conversion code is another conversion pixel. So you've got 2 points that you can convert at. So for example, you could have the conversion pixel on the squeeze page and the URL as the thank you page. So you can track both of them. So you can see the view conversions, click conversions, all that kind of stuff. And that is really your Campaign Manager. So once you've got banners in your Campaign Manager, you can use the embed code. but this is just for embedding directly onto your WordPress sites or anything like that, or your embed overlay code. This is just for creating pop-ups. You've got on delay, on exit, center of the page, top of the page, bottom of the page. So that is the campaign manager, and as Paul said, it's actually bolted into the software. It's not a separate extra piece of software. A lot of people have kind of misunderstood some parts of Pixel. For example, the embeds, maybe like the Shopify buttons. The Shopify embed section is actually built into the HTML embed inside the graphic creator. It's not an actual separate section. It just allows you to embed, certain elements inside your banners. So does that explain what Campaign Manager is?
Yeah, I think that's perfect, Richard. We've got quite a few more questions coming in now. So Ivan says, I'm currently setting up my Pixel resellers page. The unique code is supposed to be generated only once, but I generated it twice before I got a chance to watch the instructions video. I take it this is a randomly generated code. Do I just insert the last generated code I made as I lost the first one?
Yeah, that's fine, as long as he just uses one. If he uses multiple ones, then his customers are going to get lost.
Yeah, just use the one. Okay, so just pick one and use that one. It's fine. Denise said, wouldn't it be too much to have a monthly fee on the front end and the upsell, or would it be better to have a fixed price on the front end and a monthly fee on the upsell?
Yeah, I mean, again, that's definitely up to you. It'd be what we're saying with that is, we've tested these prices, so we kind of know the work. But if you want to test another price, that'd be great, because sometimes, it may work better than our prices. So yeah, you could do that. You could have a set monthly fee, a set fee on the front end. I mean, would be need to be, a couple $100, but others have that. And then have a monthly fee and the enhanced version at $17 a month, something like that. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Rob was looking for the sales page. He's found that now. Just let me know if you're still struggling with that, Rob. Ivan says, there was a bunch of extras like Pixel YouTube, Pixel LinkedIn, etc. when we initially purchased the software. Do our clients automatically get a right to request these extras? Can these extras be sold to them, or is there no way they can access this?
The bonuses they got are now built into the front end of Pixel. So when you start reselling Pixel now, you will be actually selling Pixel and with the extra bonuses inside. So
it's all been bolted on. Yeah, you could still sell it as a bonus, though. You could say it used to be part of an upgrade, or
yeah. I mean, that's what I would recommend. I'd recommend adding it on as a bonus. I mean, anybody who has Pixel resellers and they're actually reselling. Let me just come back here and grab this. I'm quite willing for. Oh wait, just let me find them. Resources. Yeah, all right, we got right. For example, we have these box shots here. You can come in and you take these box shots. You can add them onto your front end sales page, and include these as bonuses. You can do that, not a problem at all.
Yeah, just use any of the resources that you can find in there, guys, and this will help you make sales as well. If you say you've added these extra bonuses on the front, then it will help you to sell it. Okay, Denise says, just a thought, Richard, are we able to include Pixel in a funnel?
Yeah, as long as it's in those prices, that's fine. Yeah, that's no problem. We know, it doesn't have to be sold as a front end purchase. You can include it in your funnels. That's fine.
Okay. ClickBank sell options will allow free trials before activating the charge. Is this acceptable, or should we wait for your innovations? That's from William.
Yeah, we are adding in a free trial, but we need to test it first. But you're going to be able to offer a free trial membership. Once the back-end resellers gets activated, you're going to be able to, for example, give a seven-day trial or a 10-day trial, whatever you want. And if that person wants to upgrade, what you're going to be able to do is Pixel will actually get locked off to them, so they'll only be able to see, maybe make one banner, and if they click on making two banners, they're going to need to upgrade. but we need to work out how that works with resellers at the moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and work it out so that you can like put in your buy buttons into your, and it'll be tied to your free trial. We ain't quite worked it out yet, but it is coming.
Yeah, but we're working on it. Yeah.
We want to do it
It's being looked at. Okay, so Nick says, when someone buys from my buy button and obtains my unique access code, how will you guys know how much has been paid and whether it's monthly, yearly, lifetime? We won't. We won't know this. You have to do it through your own payment processor, Nick. It's nothing to do with us. The money that comes in, it's all yours. So you need to decide how you're going to do it, which payment processor you're going to use, and then it's up to you to control.
Yeah, like obviously, if you did that in JVZoo, you could see you were monthly, could see you were paid lifetime, could see you were yearly. Like I said, like Paul said, that's kind of on, that's for you to do.
Kat says, because I was late, did you say about when the free trial membership will be available? I think we just covered that now.
Yeah, we need to test it thoroughly before we release it because there's a few bugs we need to work out to be able to tie your buy buttons to the free memberships.
Okay, Sean, I'll leave you to answer this one, Richard. Do my clients have to sign up under my affiliate link, or can I purchase a sub for them in case they're not tech savvy?
I don't understand that, sorry.
Yeah, I think he's thinking that he's thinking it's more like an affiliate program, I think. Whereas it's not, you have to take this away and it's a whole reselling package.
Yeah, those clients are yours. You control them 100%. So once you've sold them in, obviously we support them. We give them the support just like we give you guys. Use our support desk, everything else. But a lot of reseller packages out there don't actually support the clients for you, but we're going to do that. We're going to support them 100%, just like we're supporting you. But it's not, it's not an affiliate section. It's not an affiliate link as such.
So what Sean's now saying is, I assume my clients come under my link or something like that.
Yeah, they do. Your clients are your clients, kind of thing.
So you can track who came in under me, is what he's saying.
Yeah, as long as you're using the unique link, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Sean, I didn't understand that fully from your first question.
I just see.
Nick is saying, so basically you've got no control. How can you prevent someone selling it for $1.99 lifetime? Then we can't. All we would do is if we found someone was doing that, we'd just kick them from the system.
Well, what we've got tracking in the thank you pages. So everybody who actually everybody who creates a membership, we're going to track it back to the thank you page, and we'll see where it came from, kind of thing. Where the actual first sale came from. So we're going to track that backwards, and we will. I mean, I'm watching resellers now what they're doing, kind of thing. So
yeah. There's a great question from Ivan. He says, you mentioned that JVZoo is your main market and you do not want resellers selling there. However, can JVZoo be used as a payment gateway? My intention is to sell the product exclusively from a unique sales page, not within JVZoo market itself. That'd be fine.
Yes, 100%. Like I said, we're not.
That's something other people could look at doing that as well. I mean, that's probably a good solution, to be honest with you.
I mean, we do, and we're not kind of saying you can't sell inside JVZoo. It's
more for your own good, to be quite honest. The fact that we've said we wouldn't recommend it is what we're saying. We're not saying don't do it. We're just saying we don't recommend it because you wouldn't be able to compete with the numbers that we've got and the rankings that we have, and it would also cause a few problems if customers bought it and you had it at the same name. There is going to be confusion then as to who actually sold it to them.
Yeah.
David is saying, is anyone reselling right now?
Yep, lots of people.
Lots of people, David, yeah. There's a lot of people taking this up. Rennie says, is this being recorded? Yes, Rennie, this will go into the members area as soon as we've rendered it and it's ready. Hopefully tomorrow it should be there.
Yeah, they do have nice buy buttons, Denise. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I can't remember actually said it about Ivan. Yeah, like Ivan's just said, there's nothing to stop you. You just using JVZoo as a payment gateway. That's fine, 100%. But I mean,
Yeah, I think it's a good idea because it's a very simple system to use.
you couldn't actually launch a product into JVZoo called Pixel. It just wouldn't work. But yeah, use a payment gateway. Use it as a payment gateway. It's fine. No problem at all.
Okay, guys, so we've been on for about an hour now, so that's what we really wanted to try and keep this one to if we could. So we've pretty much hit most of the questions now. So we'll just try and wind this down if that's okay with everybody. Yeah, sorry, Rennie came in late, but you'll get a replay of this, Rennie. It'll be available in the members area for you.
I see the one from Sean saying, are there instructions how to resell using a custom third-party non-JVZoo gateway? What I've done is I've actually put the instructions in there for PayPal, but I can't do it for every single payment gateway because there's just so many. I can name probably 50 off the top of my head, and to do one for each one would just be, it'd be impossible. Plus, I've not used every single one myself, so I couldn't give you correct advice, which I'm not going to give you something that I don't really know enough about to be able to advise you on. So I couldn't tell you how to set up every custom gateway, but because there's just so many, but they all work the same way. They all have some kind of like thank you page, and what we've provided should work with 99% of payment gateways out there.
Okay, cool. Just a few more questions coming in now. So Denise says, how would you do that? She's talking about the JVZoo method. Just click not to show in a marketplace and no affiliates, is what she says.
Yeah.
That would be the solution I would personally take if you're going to do it. Sean says, as long as the principal instructions are there, I think I can follow, which is cool.
I mean, if for the payment gateway to get stuck, if I do know the payment gateway, they can ask me and I'll try and help them as best I can.
Yeah, and I think that's the point. I mean, if people did have problems putting it through JVZoo, I think you could probably answer most of the questions. William says, being as we are an independent reseller, can we personally set up our own affiliate network for the product?
I've no problem with that.
Why not?
Yeah, there's no reason not to, yeah.
Yep, no reason why you can't do that. Yeah, just crack on. Sean says, where can I find your PayPal reseller instructions?
2 seconds, I'll show you. There they are. Basic reseller setups.
Just keep the screen still there. Okay, cool. Yeah, guys. I'd just like to reiterate again. There's so much information now in the resources section. We do keep adding quite a lot in there, so it's quite a good place to pop in once a week and just have a look. We don't always publicise what we've dropped in there, so it's quite good to keep checking in there. There's always videos going in, and obviously the webinars get put in there. Question and answer sheets go in there. And anything we have that can help you guys usually gets dropped in the resources area.
Yeah, definitely.
So if that's okay with everyone, because we've been on an hour, if we want to wind this one down now, thanks for everyone for turning up again. And again, next week, have you had a thought what day you're free to do on next week, Richard?
I've set it I think it's set for the 6th, for Wednesday, if that's all right by you.
Fine, that's great. So next Wednesday, guys, we'll be running another one of these. So if you have any questions come up over the next week, then just pop on here again next week, and we'll try and help you out best we can.
But next week, what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and cover the Pixel app rather than the resellers. I don't want. And then the week after, what we'll do is we'll cover the marketing. Yeah.
Okay, so next week we'll be going back to doing stuff within the Pixel app and the features that are in there, and then the week after that we'll hopefully try and look at the marketing and help you guys and give you some ideas of how we do it.
Yeah, obviously we want to get the Pixel brand out there, so we want you to obviously push in as much sales as possibly you can. I mean, we can't actually give you the traffic, but we're going to do as damnedest to show you.
Yeah, just help you the best we can.
Yeah.
So that's great. Thanks, Kat, for the nice words and everyone else, and hope you all have a great weekend too.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Okay, hope to see you next week, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.